Welcome back to Dazzy Cars. Today we're stepping into a very different kind of automotive power, not the kind that screams with horsepower numbers or track times, but the kind that dominates families, road trips, comfort, and quiet confidence on American highways. Because the Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy isn't trying to be the loudest SUV in the room, it's trying to be the smartest, the most refined, and the most complete. And honestly, that's exactly why it deserves serious respect. This is Hyundai at full maturity, fully aware of what American buyers want, and fully capable of delivering it without apology. Now let's talk about the exterior, because the Palisade Calligraphy doesn't rely on gimmicks, it relies on presence. The first thing you notice is the size. It's big but not bloated, wide, tall, and confident, with proportions that feel intentionally premium. The front end is unmistakable, dominated by that massive cascading grille that feels bold without being obnoxious, flanked by vertically stacked LED daytime running lights that give it a strong upscale identity. The headlights sit lower, integrated cleanly, giving the front fascia a layered architectural look. From the side, the Palisade looks composed and elegant, with clean lines, subtle chrome accents, and large wheels that fill the arches properly, especially in calligraphy trim. The rear continues that mature theme, wide taillights, a solid stance, and design restraint that avoids looking overstyled. This is an SUV that looks expensive without trying too hard, and that's a rare balance to strike. Moving inside, the interior feels like Hyundai decided it was done playing catch-up and wanted to set its own standard. The calligraphy trim takes everything up several levels. Soft leather everywhere you touch, beautifully stitched seats, a dashboard that flows naturally without feeling cluttered, and materials that feel genuinely premium. The seats are wide, supportive, and designed for long drives, not just quick commutes. The second row feels just as important as the front, with captain's chairs that offer comfort usually reserved for luxury brands. The third row, often an afterthought in many SUVs, is actually usable here, making the Palisade a true three-row family hauler. Technology is where the Palisade quietly flexes. The digital instrument cluster is crisp and clear, the infotainment screen is large, responsive, and intuitive, and everything from Apple CarPlay to navigation to climate controls works exactly the way you expect it to. Hyundai didn't reinvent the wheel here, they perfected it. You get ambient lighting that subtly changes the mood at night, a premium sound system that fills the cabin without distortion, and thoughtful touches like multiple USB ports, wireless charging, and smart storage solutions. This cabin feels calm, organized, and intelligent, like it was designed by people who actually live with families. Now let's talk about how it drives, because this is where the Palisade really shows its American mindset. Under the hood sits a smooth V6 engine that doesn't try to impress you with aggression, but instead delivers effortless linear power. Press the accelerator and the Palisade moves with confidence, not urgency, not hesitation. It's quiet, refined, and composed. On highways, it glides. Road noise is minimal, wind noise is well controlled, and the suspension absorbs imperfections like they barely exist. This is a vehicle designed for long road trips, daily school runs, weekend getaways, and everything in between. Handling is surprisingly good for something this size. You feel the weight, but it's managed well. The steering is light but accurate, making parking and city driving easy while still feeling stable at speed. It doesn't pretend to be sporty, and that honesty works in its favor. The Palisade knows its role, and it plays it perfectly. This is comfort-first engineering done right. Safety is one of the Palisade's strongest cards. Hyundai loaded it with driver assistance features that genuinely help rather than annoy. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and even blind spot cameras that appear in the gauge cluster when you signal. These systems work smoothly, predictably, and without unnecessary intervention. Pricing is where things get interesting, because the calligraphy trim offers luxury brand levels of comfort and tech at a price that undercuts most European competitors by a wide margin. You're getting serious value here, and that's impossible to ignore. Emotionally, the Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy represents a shift in the automotive world. It represents a brand that earned its place, learned from mistakes, listened to customers, and delivered a product that stands confidently among the best. This isn't a compromise SUV. This is a deliberate choice. It's the kind of vehicle that makes life easier, quieter, and more enjoyable without asking you to sacrifice pride or style. If you appreciate cars that quietly do everything right, hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss the stories of the vehicles redefining what modern driving really means. As the Palisade cruises into the night, interior softly lit, passengers relaxed, engine barely audible, it reminds you that greatness doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers consistently, comfortably, mile after mile. And before you go, make sure you watch our already uploaded video on the older generation Toyota Fortuner, because that episode shows the other side of SUV philosophy, raw, rugged, and built to survive anything the world throws at it. Watch that one now to see how toughness and refinement tell two very different but equally powerful stories. And I'll see you again on Dazzy Cars.